What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the clock spring on this 2012 Ford Escape. If you need parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. We're going to disconnect the battery. I'll use an 8mm socket and a ratchet. Loosen this up. The negative battery terminal. Once it's loose, grab it and pull it off, set it out of the way. I'm going to use this Hex Wrench, and underneath the airbag there's a little hole right there. This happens to be a 2.5mm Hex Wrench, and you're going to feel around. There'll be, so if you can grab on it and you can watch the airbag move, you're too far forward, you're going to back up just a little bit, and then there'll be something to push on. There's a spring. It might help out if you push on the airbag a little bit. And then it releases. You can slide the airbag up. And let me just show you what that looks like inside here. And that's pushing on this spring right here. When you push it up, there's clips right there that get pushed in. Just like that. All right, on the back of the airbag, we want to disconnect this connector right here. Just take a straight blade screwdriver and push. There we go. Disconnected it. It was just clipped on there pretty hard. Now we'll disconnect the airbag connectors. Just squeeze the little tabs. You can use a straight blade screwdriver if you have to. Push on the lock tabs and slide them out. Same with this one. And slide it out. Grab the airbag. When you place the airbag, you want to place it facing up. You never want to place it on its face because if it does go off, then it'll go flying. All right, I want to disconnect this connector right here. We'll use a straight blade screwdriver or a pocket screwdriver. Just push on the connector, disconnect that. Now when we pull the steering wheel off, this wire is going to go through there. Take a T50 extension and a ratchet. We'll take this bolt out. I'm going to hold the steering wheel while I loosen this up. This might be kind of hard to do. Try holding it with my knees. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna take this bolt. I'm not gonna take it out all the way like I just did. I'm just gonna put a couple threads on, and I'm gonna grab the wheel and just rock it back and forth. The reason why I leave it on there is so when the wheel releases, that it doesn't hit me in the face. And there it goes. It pulled off. Now I can take that off. Now you could use a steering wheel puller. There's two holes right there, and then you can pull it off, but this way works as well. You just gotta be careful not to bend the wheel. Don't grab it from the top too much, more on the sides, and just rock it back and forth. Slide that out. Just like that. Okay, I don't want this clock spring to spin while I have the steering wheel out. If this spins multiple times, it's gonna end up breaking. So what I'll do is take some tape. We'll just tape it to the center there. It's not gonna hold it really good, but it'll at least keep it from spinning. Just gonna grab this lower panel, just pull it straight out. There is some retainers that hold it in, that twist forward, and then these clips. Sometimes the clips get stuck in here. Pull that clip out. Just reinstall it on the cover. Now there's some screws in here. I'm going to use a 5.5 socket, an extension, and a ratchet. There's normally 3. This vehicle only has 2. Pull those screws out. We can grab this cover. Actually, I'm going to pull this handle down and then pull the cover, separate it from the top. Pull the top off. And pull the lower part off. Let's just take a straight blade pocket screwdriver and slide that little tab off. Disconnect that. Then I'm going to take these two screws out. I'm going to use a T20 extension and a ratchet. When those come off, just gently slide this out. And if you're going to reuse this, make sure you keep the tape on there because you don't want this to spin. Reinstall this. I'm just going to move the tape. Just make sure it doesn't spin when you install this right there. I'm going to reapply the tape to the center right there. So that's good. Take the screws and the T20. Reinstall these. And I'm just going to snug them up with the ratchet. Remember, it's in plastic, so not too tight, just snug. Take the connector, reconnect it, lock it in. Take this lower panel, I'm gonna slide this right here. Slide it over the ignition lock cylinder. Oops. I can lock this in if that helps you. And the top, line the top up. And we'll just lock it back in place. Now take this, line this bracket up right here and right there. Lock it in place. Now we're going to put these screws back in here. I'll just get them started first and then I can retighten them. And if you have the third one, put the third one in there. And snug it up. Now we're going to install the steering wheel. I will take this tape off and slide this wiring harness through here. And there is some slots for the steering wheel to go in the shaft, and it'll only line up one way, so that's good. Take the bolt, get that started. And I'm going to take a T50 extension and a ratchet. I'm just going to tighten this down. Then I'm going to use a torque wrench and I'm going to torque this to 30 foot-pounds. Take this connector, we can just slide that in position, lock it in place. Now we're going to connect the airbag. This white connector is going to go right here with the yellow one, and the black one goes to the green. Lock those in, and then we'll lock this last connector in. And lock it in place. Alright, now we want to make sure this wire is out of the way. Slide the airbag in position, and just with both hands, push it, and it's good to go. Take the negative battery terminal, reconnect it to the battery. Then take the 8mm socket and ratchet, and we'll snug this up. Just grab the cable, wiggle it, make sure it's nice and tight.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1aauto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.